Hey there, Libra, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a reading for November 15th through the 30th. We're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Libra, if this reading resonates and you want even more free readings, make sure to subscribe to my email list. I send out free extended readings every Monday, only to my email list subscribers. You cannot get these readings anywhere else. All right, Libra, main energy for your reading is the Seven of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you get the King of Cups. There's definitely a lot of love here between you and this person, but there's also, sorry, I'm just adjusting in my seat. There's also an immense lack of trust. And it's not that you they cheated on you or anything like that. That may be the case for some of you, but it's just the sense of like you don't feel 100% secure, 100% safe emotionally with this person when it comes to that romantic aspect. So there is a lot of that back and forth. Your person can be any sign. The main signs that I'm seeing are Scorpio and Taurus, but of course they can be any sign. Also, Libra, I'm going to say you throughout this reading. This may be your person's energies towards you, so take it as it resonates. I read the energies in the room. I don't know who they belong to. In the recent past, you get the Six of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. There's a lot of communication here coming from you to your person to just let them know, hey, you know what? I'm really not happy. I'm really discontent, or at least there's the desire to communicate. I'm really unhappy. I'm not content. I'm quite disappointed. I'm entertaining like walking away from this. Like I'm thinking of walking away from this. I don't know if this is kind of the energy that I want to keep staying in, because again, if you're bummed out, you don't stay in a situation where you're unhappy. Like that's not you. You're not one of those signs that's like, oh, I'm just going to suffer. It's like, no, this doesn't work for me. I will up and leave. So whether or not you had that conversation, we'll see once I clarify, but you definitely had the desire to do so. In the current situation, you get the Queen of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the World. You can sense that it's over. You can feel internally for yourself, this is over, this is done, there's nothing left for me here, I need to release this. But you're lying to yourself about something. There's something where you're kind of like, not gaslighting yourself, but you're BSing yourself, and this is you. We'll see why. In the near future, you get the Six of Pentacles, the Death, and the Empress. So it's almost like in the current situation it ended. And then in the near future, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Let's revive this. Let's bring this back. Let's have a new start, right? There's this balance. There's this equal give and take. And you realize again how important this person is to you. So it seems like literally past, present, future. It's like, I want to walk away. I am done with this. Oh, wait, I'm not done with this. I don't know what shifts for you. We're going to clarify, but I don't see you actually ending this. I don't see you coming out and being like, hey, I'm done with this. I'm walking away. It's more so this energy of like, should I be done with this? Is there anything else left here for me? Maybe yes, maybe no. And then you just kind of come to the realization, it's like, no, I still want this person. I still want this connection. We still have beautiful flow, beautiful energy between us. I'm not giving up on this. So let's start off by clarifying the Seven of Swords, which is the main energy for your reading. Also, if this resonates, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out with the algorithm. Seven of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, bottom of the deck, you get the Two of Cups. You don't know what to do here because you're showing me, part of me thinks I'd just be better off on my own, better off single, better off doing my own thing. The other part of you is like, wait, but I love this person. I love this connection. I love this relationship. Why would I want to be single? It's almost like you're weighing out both options and you're like, this could work. This could work. Some days I want this. Some days I want this. Some days I want to be in a relationship. Some days I just want to be on my own and not have to answer to anybody. There's a lot of back and forth showing up for you internally here. Let's clarify the recent past. We'll start off with the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is clarified by the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. You know deep down you love your person and they love you. Okay? You know that, you can sense that, you can feel that. The love is not what's at question here. It's not what's, it's not what you have a big question mark about. You're trying to figure out whether or not you want to walk away from this. And again, I don't feel, at least not at this point, that you've communicated this with your person. This is more so an internal energy for you where you're playing around with the idea of like, I do love them, they do love me, but maybe it's time to just up and leave. Maybe it's time to walk away because this is just no longer serving me. Let's look at the Four of Cups in the recent past. Four of Cups is clarified by the Five of Cups, 10 of Cups, 8 of Swords. Right now, you're unhappy. And you're showing me, but in the past, we were so happy. Like the 10 of Cups is one of the happiest cards in the deck. Your person made you feel cared for and nurtured and supported, and like you really mattered to them. And you're showing me, I can't stop thinking about the past. I can't stop thinking about how things were in the past because they were so, so good. How did we get to this energy now where I'm just bummed out and unhappy with you, right? I want to go back to those good times, to the positive times, to the happy times that we experienced. But you just really don't know how, at least not here, not yet. Let's look at the 8 of Wands in the recent past. Eight of Wands is clarified by the 7 of Wands, the Tower, and the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is also the main energy for your reading. You're feeling a lot of friction between you and your person in the recent past. There's a lot of resistance. And bottom of the deck, you get the World, which you also get in the same row in the current situation. There's a lot of resistance. There's a lot of friction. There's a lot of frustration. And you kind of reach your breaking point here in the recent past where you're like, you know what? We need to have a conversation because I'm like at my wit's end. Like I've got this much left and then I'm done. I'm out. Like I can't deal with this anymore. I can't take this anymore. You really, really reach your breaking point in the recent past here. And again, now I understand why you're entertaining, like what's better? Is it better for me to be in this relationship or is it better for me to be single? Because whatever frustrates you, whatever really annoys you or kind of gets you to that breaking point in the recent past, you're like, this isn't just something where you left a sock on the floor and I'm losing it. Like this is deep, this is intense. This is something that has kind of been like bubbling under the surface for you for a while. And then there was that last straw that broke the camel's back and you're like, okay, we need to talk right now because I'm like this close to walking away. I'm this close to just being done with this and realizing that I don't want anything to do with you or this connection any longer. And it takes a lot to get you here, Libra. You don't just jump straight to this energy. You're not immensely emotional when like you don't overreact from an emotional place. So whatever got you to this breaking point, like it's pretty deep. It's pretty intense. Let's look at the current situation. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Wow. These are all major arcana. Queen of Swords is clarified by the Temperance, the Emperor, and the Fool. So you really are trying to make sure that you're kind of in control and of yourself and not making a rash decision, right? Remember I said here the energy's kind of bubbled over and you kind of were like, oh, I can't do this anymore. In the current situation, you're like, you know what? Let me just take a breather. Let me be logical and practical about this. And whatever decision I come to, okay, I want to make sure that it's the right one, not the emotional one, not the pissed off one, the right one. Now, you think and you come to the realization of we can have a new beginning. We can wipe the slate clean. We can get over this, right? This difficult energy, this frustration, we can get all of that. And so you do really take a moment in the current situation and you come to this realization of like, okay, this connection is not over yet. However, bottom of the deck, you get the Ace of Cups. You're like, we can have a new beginning. We can start over. You've come to the understanding that this is what you want. You don't have a game plan yet, though. You don't know how to get there. It's kind of like, I know I want to get to Disneyland. I don't know what route I'm going to take. I don't know how to get there, like practically, but I know I want to go to Disneyland. Let's look at the 5 of Swords in the current situation. Five of Swords is clarified by the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Yeah, you really don't want to give up on this connection. You don't want to lose this connection. I will say this, Libra. You and your person can make this work. This is a very deep connection, and there is higher levels of commitment here. Some of you may be married to this person. For those of you that aren't married, it's one of those connections where it's like it's very deep and intense. Y'all might as well be married. But I don't see your person giving the same amount of effort as you're putting in here. You're showing me we're both coming in, we're both rebuilding, we're both really working on bringing that happiness and that joy and that positive energy back, right? Your person's showing up at the Page of Wands, though. The Page of Wands is a fun energy. It's a cute energy. It's not let's hunker down and really figure out what the problem is and move forward here type of energy. That's not to say anything bad about your person. It's just in the current situation, you may feel like you're really carrying 90% of the weight and trying to make this relationship work and trying to make this connection work. And your person's just kind of showing up, right? They're there for a good time. It's not that they don't want this connection and it's not that they don't want it to work. Oh, there comes the sun. But they're definitely not carrying the load of, the majority of trying to make this work and trying to fix this just like you are. Let's look at the World in the current situation. The world is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're starting to feel like you're stuck in place. You're trying, your person's just kind of like showing up. They're not really doing much. And you're starting to slowly feel yourself detaching, emotionally disconnecting, being like, you know what, this is frustrating, this is annoying to me. Like maybe there's really nothing left in this connection. Maybe I'm holding on to like straw, the last bits of straw, and it's just time to just let this go and release this. You're not completely letting go. You're stopping yourself. You're like, hey, wait a minute. Let's put my thinking cap on. Remember, I thought about this. I figured out that what I want is to start over with this person, but it is frustrating to you, the fact that they're not showing up with the same emotional intensity, the same amount of effort that you're putting in to fix this. They're not showing up with that same effort. They're not breadcrumbing you, but they're not like taking it as seriously as you are. And that could just be, it's not that they don't care. It could just be part of who they are, their personality. Like that's how they operate, right? Let's look at the near future. We'll clarify the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Yeah. So remember how I said in the current situation, your person's not really matching your energy? They catch up in the near future. They're kind of like, okay, let me get with the program. I can't keep showing up with my 10%. Like Libra is literally going to dump me and leave me alone. And I don't want to lose Libra, and I don't want to lose this connection. I don't want to give up on this. And so they do start showing up. They do start coming in, and whatever you give, they're reciprocating that. There's that balance. There's that equal give and take here. And you're showing me, okay, we've turned a corner. Now I feel like we can actually heal this connection. Now I can actually see this working out long-term, and this really being a successful long-term relationship the way I wanted it to be in the current situation. And you're kind of just like in this energy of like, okay, maybe we don't have to give up on this anymore. Maybe there is still hope here. Let's look at the Death in the near future. Death is clarified by the Judgment, the Four of Cups, which you get in the same row in the recent past, and the Six of Swords, which you also got in the recent past. You've made a decision to bring this back. You're making the decision to essentially chariot. Leave the past in the past, move past it, move towards much more positive energies, and really resurrect this connection. Both the Death Rebirth and the Judgment card are all about bringing something back from the dead. And that's essentially what you're doing to this connection. It was on like life support. It was right there at the very end. It was almost about to give up, and then you brought it back. You're like, okay, we can do this. And I do really see that. You guys are able to move away from whatever made you unhappy or disappointed in the past, whatever frustrations you had. You both work together to really leave that in the past. I don't know what happens between the current situation and the near future, but something clicks for your person. It's like something clicks and they're like, okay, I can't keep doing what I'm doing because I will literally lose Libra. And they don't want to lose you. Let's look at the Empress in the near future. The Empress is clarified by the Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Nine of Cups. There is still a little bit of emotional pain here that you're carrying, a little bit of emotional frustration that you're carrying where you don't know how to kind of really work through that. You're showing me I want to feel emotionally balanced and fulfilled and content with this person, but I am still carrying a little bit of resentment, a little bit of anger here. It's not to say that you don't care about your person. It's not to say that they're not significant and important to you, but their actions, whatever led you to your breaking point and frustration and all of that, that's still there. You guys haven't fully worked through that. And in the near future, it may bubble a little bit for you. It might kind of surface. And you're showing me like, I don't really know exactly yet how to work through this. You'll get there though. This isn't like a big deal. It's just something that you may notice where you may feel a little bit of resentment coming to the surface. Let's see what the universe wants you to keep in mind for this reading, Libra. From the universe, you get the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Temperance. Bottom of the deck, you get the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to bring back harmony between you and your person, right? Your person may be a little bit inconsistent. They may be a little bit in and out. They may be a little fickle, right? They're not as stable and as like determined as you are. And that could be frustrating for you. But at the end of the day, you're showing me they're still my person. They're still the person I want to be with. I don't want to give up on this connection. And you will be able to heal this. You will be able to bring back divine harmony between you and them. It's just going to take a little bit of work on your part in the current situation. But then in the near future, they catch up. So Libra, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you here on the next one.